begun to set up my mount here. Okay, that's what I'm going for. So say I'm in some kind of like standard locked up side control here. If you went for a cross pin, that's fine too. If this elbow is low and this hand's low, he can give me a little bit of trouble. He's going to try to trap my foot. So I've got to set myself up for success here, okay? So if he's here, fine. If I've got the arm here, fine, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm locked. What I want to do, what I like to do, is I get the shoulder pressure here, and I'm like laying on his face. I'm going to come up and I'm going to grab the top of his head like this. I got to stay tight. I'm grabbing just like this. Once this happens, I bring my shin right here. I'm not rushing, guys. At this point, I'm pushing his legs away with the shin, and I'm driving my chest up in his face here. He's miserable. Not right now, I'm not being too mean, but realistically, he's gonna be very miserable. He's getting stretched out. He's gonna be an inch or two taller when I get done. Now from here, what I've done is created this open area here for my knee to go. Because if my knee goes here, my foot has to go up, and he's gonna clamp it, and I don't want that. I don't have to fight quarter guard. So I create this opening. So now when I come up, I tell the kids class, your foot weighs like 100 pounds and you're dragging it across their belly. And there's no way you can clamp it. When I'm here, I'm still stretching. Look, drag, boom, and we're here. No way he's trapping my foot, okay? So we get up to now, we got this good position. Look, see this? He's isolated. I need at least one arm isolated. In no-gi, if I step over the mount and I get to here, great. But he's automatically going on my hips, and I don't have much to hang on to, and my submissions just kind of went out the window for a second. I need this, no matter what I'm going to do. I need an arm, okay? So we're side control. So he's got it there this time. Side control here. I'm going to bring this up. I can even use my head to pass it here. Shin up. Don't rush it. Stretch. Make it miserable. Create that opening, and we're here. Tight. Okay. Once we get here, I'm going to go and show you the first submission we're going to do. Once we get here, this arm is keeping tight now. And we're right here. I'm bringing it to the mat. I'm going to set up my Americana. Whether I get it or not, it doesn't matter. There's going to be some kind of opening. When I pin this to the mat here, my chest is down. I'm bringing this to this side of his head. Here. Now, finishing details for the Americana. Everyone wants to try to cry. Look, his shoulders are flexible here. I'm going to reverse throttle his wrist. See what it does his elbow? Then I'm bringing it down. He's already tapped. If I loosen it up, I bring it down as low as I can. If my knee's in the way, I slide that knee back a little and bring it even lower. Your joint here does not move the same as up here. So I get it trapped. Don't rush and try to finish it. Here, bring it down. I don't even have to lift yet. If I need a little extra, I can barely bring it up off the mat and I should get it. It does not work the same if you're under the head. I've got to clear the head and get that elbow right there. Bring it down, reverse throttle, and it gets tight. At any time, he bucks his hips, and if I need to post, I'm going to post, and then I'm going to come back and I can attack again. Don't hang on to this and get rolled over and lose it. Lose the position, okay? It's not worth it. I've got to reset to here, keep the arm though, okay? Understand? You want to see it again? One more time. Here. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Ooh. Head, drag, up. Trap, bring it over, lock, reverse throttle. There we go. Okay, be careful when you do this with each other. Don't take that fast. Don't like pull it down fast, okay? Very slow, very controlled. Everyone's shoulders are different, okay? Got it? 1, 2, 3. So guys, we're in that position here for the Americana, okay? So what's going to happen is, if I've got this going pretty good, yes, he should push in my armpit and try to do those escapes, things like that. But sometimes when he's in too deep of water, and I'm heavy, that's not going to work for him. I've created too much pressure, and that was not going to work. So a lot of times in desperation, they'll reach through to help their own arm. They'll get their arms there, they're like, no. So they've stopped the Americana, okay, good for them. Okay, now my next move is I get my body over. Now I've got both arms to one side. And I'm going to try. Okay? Once I've got this, I'm going to pull as tight as I can, pinching my elbow down, controlling with my chest. This hand's going to come out and shoot in. See, it's right under his neck, almost like I'm going for a choke here, and I'm getting my Kimura seatbelt position. I see his hand right there. If wrist locks are illegal, you can wrist lock, okay? Just do that to the people you like a lot or don't like a lot, okay? We're here. Now that I've got the gift wrap, I need to spin him like a little rotisserie and get him on his side. So I'm going to lean him this way. My left knee is coming under the head. This foot is latched here on the body, in the S-mount position. This foot is tucked under me. Tight, guys. My mission here is to stay tight and to bring his back to my chest. I want to be square with him, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back in my chair. I'm pulling this up to me. This turns into my bottom hook. Top hook. There's my 4 points. We're here, okay? Now from here, once we get this, your hooks, guys, don't turn your feet out like this. Feet are straight, digging your heels back to you like this. Like I'm pushing my belt into it, if I had a belt, okay? From here, this hand is gonna take the place right under the pinky. Here, see where this hand goes? Okay, this is gonna shoot back behind his shoulder. Now, if you get this right, you can do this with one arm, okay? My head's up close, control here, behind the shoulder. I'm gonna lean my left shoulder into the back of his head, and I'm gonna lean. Guys, tighten everything up there. If the finish isn't there, I retract, I go palm to the back of the hand, and I slide that in. And then he's done, he's toast. Got to this Americana position. Let's say I was going for it and he already starts to finish. He's reaching over like, no, you're not gonna get that on me, okay? Different variations. I can control with this arm if I need a little extra to get that and come under. I do a lot of different things there. The main thing is if I trap with the body and get this grip. Now, more seatbelt lock that in. Okay? Up into my S-mount position. Now I'm going to sit back. As I pull his back to my chest, watch this foot, it goes in. Okay, go switch. Back of the shoulder here, leaning in. Forward, slide that in. We got mount, which is 4 points, with a submission attempt. They blocked it. We got 4 more points for the back control with hooks in, with another gray submission attempt. If they escape the hooks and they turn, you get mount again, 4 more points, and we start attacking again. I prefer these 2 submissions and setups over an arm lock for mount, because if you lose that arm lock, where do you end up? They're on top of it. Something's happening. You're not in the dominant position, okay? So I prefer you to go for these. If the arm lock's there and you want to go for it, fine, but the longer the matches went, the sweatier everyone is. A lot of times I will bait arm locks and give up the arm, especially like for like Troy bars, because I'm confident if I give them the bait, I can slip out of it to get out of whatever, if they're on my back or something. So be mindful of that. You can slip out of those a lot easier than like, you know, some Americanas and chokes. Okay? Understand? 1, 2, 3.